Hi everyone, hope you're well and welcome to another episode to Tap Tyson's Road to Endgame. So a couple of changes since last video. I did stream on Sunday, which I played on an alternative account, and during the stream, people who were there watched live while I broke the 10k stage limit. So my max stage now is 10,245, so it has gone up since last video, which is fantastic. Apart from that, not much change apart from the new update, which is now on about the player titles, which should be players versus players, and the whole point of that is to get these honor badges. These honor badges give you permanent boosts, also other boosts for duration of the tournament for the event. So the event duration at the moment, I think it's 18 days left. So you need to get 3,000 firestones to enter, and then after that it's battling it out. I think it's during tournament time only. I haven't actually joined a tournament for this, or I don't know how we're going through against the points, how the point system is going to work. But once I've joined the tournament and got more information, I will do another video about that separately. So for now, we're just collecting fire shards. Once we're going off, we're now collecting firestones. Once we got 3,000 firestones, we can have a lot more fun doing those 1v1 tournaments. So at the moment, I'm just grinding. My plan is to level up my books of shadows because we're in between tournaments. The next tournament will be Sunday, so what is it, it's Thursday when I'm recording this. It might be out Friday, so we've got a couple of days. So at the moment I'm 37%. I want to get over 50% minimum. So on these runs I'm just going to be leveling up books of shadows as much as I can. While I'm leveling this up, I'll read out some comments from the last video, and if you've got any questions yourself, leave a comment below and I will answer that in the next one. Before I begin, I want to give a shout out to two people just because they asked. I normally don't do this, so I don't want to be rude, but don't try to ask for shout outs because I don't normally do them, just for two reasons. One is because, well, I get so many, and if I did it, it would just be 10-15 minutes of shout outs, and it'd be quite a boring video, to be honest. So that's why I don't normally do it. And secondly, like, bit cliche to say, shout out, I find, like, if I find it cringy asking other YouTube channels for shout outs and to say, hey, look at my channel, or hey, subscribe. I find that a bit cringy, so I never ask other people. But if it makes you happy, I'll do it this once. So, and there's another reason why I don't do shout outs, because I probably pronounce your name wrong, so it's absolutely pointless. So Piotr Wilkowski, just said, hi Soulrise, I love videos, please give me a shout out. So there's your shout out. And the other person is, again, I'm going to crucify your name, apologies for that. Kairos Kafaris, again, he watched the episode from episode 1, thanks for my videos, thinks I'm cool. Thank you very much. So yeah, there's your shout outs. Now to answer some questions from the previous video, I've got, Mervin Gurung. I'm currently using Clanship Fairy Gold build and have over 1,400 skill points. Should I change build, and if so, what build? So basically, we always say between 23 skill points up to 1,000 skill points, lose Clanship build. It's steady pushing, it's one of the populars. As a matter of fact, a couple of endgame players still use Clanship build because when you start stacking up power and skill points, it's quite reliable. Now, after 1,000 skill points, you can use Heavenly Strike or Shadow Clone. Heavenly Strike is an active build, which means you have to actively hit the Heavenly Strike button. This button I'm showing on screen. So it's a constant, you have to constantly play it, and it's only really going to be strong if you've got high passives. So passive skills, I'll show you that in a second. Also, you've got a lot of splash damage and enough skill points for it to be effective. 1,400 skill points should be enough, but as I mentioned, if you haven't got your passive skills are this quite high, so for example, Arcane Bargain, if it's I don't know, maybe over 30 to 40, and Mystical Impact, that's your Sorcerer Splash Skip. If that's not high, again, maybe 15-20, and you need a lot of skill points into Angelic Radiance, so then that has to be quite high, like over 20 skill 20 skill points, I think, 2022. With all that amount of power, that will help the run be quicker. Otherwise, you might splash and gain a few stages, but your run time will be ridiculously long. And that's a problem with Heavenly Strike, is that it's quick if you've got enough splash, and it does push. It pushes better than Shadow Clone, but you need to have good splash damage behind it and enough skill points. The second one is Shadow Clone. That's more of a lazy man's build, because it's just you basically just activate all your skills, and then every 10-15 minutes, maybe more, you just check again and just reactivate all your skills again, and that's it. It's called a lazy man build because you pretty much don't have to tap or do anything. It takes care of itself. It's not as strong as Heavenly Strike, but it's a good farm build, and it might not be as strong as Clanship, but it depends if you've got enough skill points and high level artifacts and equipment towards Shadow Clone to make it more powerful. The truth answer is, it's down to your preference. If you're an active player, so someone that can play for hours each day, 2, 3, 4 hours, Heavenly Strike, it could push you, but you just need to have enough splash power. If you're lazy and don't want to actively spend hours on your phone, Shadow Clone, but you will lose stages to begin with. So it depends which one you want to choose. Try both if you've got the diamonds. If you've got the diamonds, try both. And I think at the moment it's 75% off due to the event and the recent updates. If anything, if you want to try different builds, it's a good time right now because the respec is discounted. It's 75% off, so it might be a good time to try both to see which one's better. Again, bear in mind, if you do swap, give yourself time to level up the artifacts and change equipment. So at the moment, all your artifacts and equipment will be leveled towards Clanship. So if you change to any of the two builds, it's going to be weaker until you've used an artifact optimizer and optimize your artifacts towards whichever build. And again, make sure you swap out your equipments to match. Otherwise, again, it's going to be weak. So for example, if you still got Clanship equipped on your slash, then obviously it's going to be weaker. I spent a lot of information on that one question. It's only the first question. All right, second one. Mr. Nexus says, "Hey Soul, I've got 3 questions for you. 2 of them I can answer at once. Which is better, all damage or hero damage?" This is sword equipment. And which is better, all gold or boss damage? And this is equipment. So the first 2 questions is basically which is damage source is better, all damage, hero damage. And second one, which gold source is better, all gold or boss gold? Now to answer that, there's basically the level of the equipment will determine this. So whichever level is higher is going to be better. Obviously, all gold, all damage, if that's the highest one, it's going to be better than anything, because all gold includes boss gold. So if that's leveled higher, then it will include the boss gold anyway. Same with all damage. If that's really leveled high, then it's going to include all hero damage anyway. While the other ones don't. They're specific on their damage and gold, so that's why they will be better. Also, it depends what artifacts you got leveled, because again, if you got, like, for example, boss gold artifact leveled high, and if, for example, your boss gold equipment, whichever you got that on, has high bonuses attached to it, then that could actually be better if that's leveled quite high. Only one way, 2 ways to try out. As I said before, depending which level is higher, pick that one, or you can use check your stats. So equip each or. For example, if I go all hero damage in here, I can see my hero damage is 715 DPS, attack damage, 750, 668. So remember those numbers: 750, 688, 715. Quickly swap out to all damage. You can see 747 that's dropped, 7112 and 696. So you just work out which is the stats is better. 716 that's dropped. Say all damage is lower because it's lower than that. Say all on my hero side, it's dropped. Oh, it's going to drop now because the skill stopped. So 696 to 676 attack damage drops. So the attack damage is better for that one. And Clanship 728 to 731. So based on that, all hero damage equipped, it says that that's got much. Those two combined have got much damage, much more damage than the all damage one. So just check your stats. Also, you can use something called Master App. It's an Android only thing, Tap Titan. So it's called Tap Titan Master App. It syncs with your in-game and it recommends which equipment to use. So here it is. If I just open it up. So you could use this. If you've got an Android phone, you can just install this. This could be a lot easier method to find out. So it's T2 Master App. Funny enough, I'm mentioning this. This has a lot of updates recently. So I will be doing a separate video from Tap Titan to Master App shortly, which will cover... I'll change it to so you can actually see me. So we'll be doing a separate video shortly, which will cover the all the updates on this. I have done a video telling you how to use the whole app, but we'll do a separate video which tells you all the updates recently. So this is called Tap Titan 2 Master App. You can download it from Android Store. Just go to Equipment Advisor, and the top one is the ones that is basically suggesting you should equip. So whatever it will highlight the which one you have currently equipped. So I have this equipped, but it says I should have ranged hero equipped right now. Probably because at the moment I'm using my strongest hero is probably ranged hero. But it says I should have that one for all gold. Sword primary boost, I should change that and have that one equipped. And clanship damage equipped. So out of all of them, I should quickly change that to ranged hero for that one. And my aura to the sword primary boost up there. Lovely jubbly. So that was a good question. And his third question was, should I buy a missing part of legendary set for diamonds? Sets with diamonds, because you said not to waste shards, or should I get more pets? So basically it said there's a couple missing sets to complete legendary set. Shall you use the diamonds for it, or is it waste? Well, Mr. Nexus did make a good point saying not to waste shards. I would never waste shards in legendary set. Well, I say never. There will be only 2 instances I'll use shards to buy legendary sets. One is to get Noble Fencer. That should be one of your first sets you should get anyway, just because it makes you run faster. And also, say for example, I was top 2 or 3 in a tournament and I was struggling to get first, and I had 4 sets, 4 items, and I just needed 1 more item to complete a set, and with completing a set it will get me first in the tournament. Yeah, I will use my shards to complete these sets if I had no other choices. If I can get no more pets, artifacts, relics. I didn't have enough time to do a couple more runs. It was a quick, easy win. Yeah, I'll spend some shards to win the tournament. Apart from that winning, I'll keep collecting my shards to do mythic sets. Mythic sets, I know they take a long time. They take 8 weeks, maybe months to collect, but they're powerful as hell, man. Once you've collected them, you've got your relic multiplier. They start boosting up. Each mythic item is going to be the strongest item you have at the moment. It's got 3 boost bonuses on it. It's got the whole complete set is the strongest set you can get. Once you start collecting building mythic sets, the next set's going to be quicker. The next set's going to be quicker. It gets better and better and better. So trust me, you could spend all your shards completing all your legendaries. But in the long run, in the long game, if you want to play long game, getting your mythics out of the way will help. Obviously, there's a couple of mythic sets you probably don't need right now that you can pass on, but that could be another video. If you've got questions about it, let me know. Diamonds. Now, there's a question that Mr. Nexus says, shall I use my diamonds to complete this set? Now, the cost of completing the sets of diamonds, I've noticed have been ridiculously high, between in the thousands, between 2,000 and 4,000. The amount of diamonds it takes to complete a set, I think it's too expensive. I think you're better off using those diamonds to complete pets, because the cost of say 2-3 diamonds to get 2 items of legendary to complete a legendary set, you could have got tons, maybe hundreds. Maybe I was probably optimistic saying the hundreds, but you still get tons of pets which are permanent boosts, especially if you get them past their set bonus levels, which, as I mean, when you get to 5, 10, 15, 20 those sets. So if you unlock the extra passive bonuses, all that will give you greater power than just completing 1 legendary set. So I think buying more pets in the long game would be more beneficial. But let me, that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think complete legendary sets is more important, or do you agree that diamonds of cost of completing a set for legendary is way overpriced? That's why pets would be better off. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. There's another question. Okay, Alex Weaver says, I am late game and clanship build. Do I need Ash to keep pushing? Yeah, I recommend Ash. Ash does a little bit in pushing because it basically stuns the boss and gives you stun damage. So basically, whenever you hit the wall, it's always at a boss. It's always at a boss. So the more time you've got to kill that boss and give it damage while doing so, it will help just pass that level to the next one. So does Poison Edge. Poison Edge reduce damage. I noticed that's Poison Edge, these little daggers things. Using them does help reduce the boss health, which will help altogether. So I think those two, a bit of Ash, a bit of Poison Edge. As long as you've got enough skill points in each, I think Poison Edge probably best have like a minimum of 10 skill points. Same with Ash, you probably need like 4 or 6. I don't know the exact amount depending on build, but as long as you've got a couple of them, it should help you smash through a few more stages, push through a few more stages if you're starting to hit a wall. That's my opinion, so that's what I think. That's pretty much the big ones. If you got any questions yourself, let me know. Drop in Discord, jump on stream. I do stream on Twitch every Sunday at 8 PM GMT time. If you want to answer your questions, if you don't want to leave a comment, pop in there. You can ask me in live, real time, so you can see me sweat and panic when I try to answer your questions correctly. Right, so at the moment I am just grinding so I can level up my Books of Shadows. 37% at the moment. I'm in between tournaments, so I'm going to concentrate to level that as high as I can. Over 50%, minimum 50-60% is normally what I try to get it at anyway. Yeah, I'm just basically grinding at the moment. So I've leveled up my Books of Shadows. That's now 45%. Probably a couple more runs in this to get ready for tournaments, and then once I'm ready and leveled up that quite a bit, I'll probably bank some relics and other equipment like relics and diamonds. I'll probably bank. I'm still banking some diamonds at the moment. Yeah, ready for tournament. Yeah, that's all I'm doing at the moment, farming. If you've got any questions for me, leave a comment below. I will answer in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications so you know when I'm dropping it next. And yeah, if you've got any, you can join me on streaming on Twitch on Sundays at 8 PM GMT time. Apart from that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.